And welcome back to UATV Thursday Night News, and welcome to the Weather Center.
I know everyone's excited to hear this, so let's get straight into it. We'll start out with tonight's forecast. We're looking at it. It's not going to cool down much, folks. It's going to be between 63 and 67 degrees. It's going to be clear early, but if you're a night owl and you're out after midnight, you may start seeing clouds start to build in. Get out tonight. It won't be this warm forever, but after the Sports Advantage at 9 o'clock here on UATV. As we look forward right here, our currents right now in Fayetteville, right now it's 71 degrees at this current 8 o'clock hour. We have about 64% humidity. That's why I feel so muggy outside and so much like May and not November. The barometer is currently reading 29.70 rather. That's pretty low. And the wind is out of the southeast at 8. Now you've seen what's happening here. What about the weather in the rest of the region? At XNA and Highfield, we're looking at 66 degrees right now. Rogers, the warm spot, at 73. And Springdale, our happy little neighbors to the north, at 72 degrees. Down in the River Valley, we're looking at Fort Smith, around 72 degrees. Salisol, actually pretty cool at 66 degrees. They have a more southerly wind going right now instead of the southeasterly wind. And Tulsa in northeast Oklahoma is at 68 degrees. So, right now, there's about 3 questions you're probably asking yourself about the weather. First of all, you're asking, Blake, why is it so hot? It's November. It should be cold. Well, there's a simple answer to that. There's a thing we call a jet stream. It's basically the separation between the colder Canadian air and the warmer southern air, which we're currently entrenched in. Well, basically, that's running west to east right now across the Canadian border, leaving most of the country stifling this warmth, thanks to the Pacific flow from the west and the Gulf flow from the south. The second question you may be asking yourself, Blake, it's getting close to Thanksgiving. I'm getting excited. Classes are going to be over soon. And if you're like me, if it's not cold on Thanksgiving, you might as well not have football or turkey. All right, but right now, the long-range forecast, you cannot really accurately tell if it's going to be cold here on Thanksgiving. However, if you're heading up to New York City or Iowa toward Des Moines, look for some snow, maybe a white Thanksgiving. As of right now, though, here in this area, could be warm, could be cold. We'll see. And the most important question that I know you're all wondering, all right, your Razorback game day forecast. All right, and here it is. For ESPN Game Day, we're looking at around 40 degrees and sunny. Now, that's at 9 a.m. All right, those of you lining up at 6 and 5 a.m., obviously it's going to be a whole lot colder. And so after that, go do your tailgating. As we go into the 6 o'clock kickoff, we're looking at a temperature around 46 degrees. Of course, the sun will be down and the temperatures will be dropping, folks. We're talking about temperatures in the upper 30s by the end of the fourth quarter and towards your victory celebrations later that night. We got that out of the way. Now let's take a look at your 5-day outlook for the rest of the week. We're looking at Friday. We're looking at 64 degrees, but some rain moving into the area in the afternoon. So that could put a damper if you're heading out to a high school playoff game or if you're going to see the Razorbacks in their first regular season game. Saturday, we've talked about in the afternoon during your tailgating. It's probably going to be around 53 degrees midday. Slight chance of rain early in the morning. We're talking 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not going to ruin your day. Sunday, if you're heading out to early service, it's going to be cool, but it's going to warm up quickly as you get ready to settle down for a nice nap, maybe watch some NFL football. 60 degrees for a high, 35 as a low. That's really our last cool morning we have. And then Monday and Tuesday next week, temperatures warming up 62 and 67 with rain chances coming in toward midnight Monday night. Now, Georgianne, Clint, that's your forecast. Back to you.
Thanks, Blake.